Imagine finding a dog abandoned in the wilderness, frail, scared, and clinging to life. That's exactly what happened when Lily met Max, a golden retriever mix with a heartbreaking past. But here's the twist, this isn't just a story about saving a dog, it's about a dog saving a life. From a timid soul who feared the world to becoming a local hero, Max's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. He didn't just heal, he became a symbol of hope, love, and resilience. Stick around as we uncover how Max went from broken to brave, proving that second chances can change everything. You don't want to miss this. In a small suburban town in Colorado, snow had begun to blanket the streets as winter took hold. Lily Parker, a 32-year-old elementary school teacher, had always dreamed of having a dog. But between her long hours at work and lingering grief over losing her childhood dog, she couldn't bring herself to take that leap. One day, on her way home from school, she noticed an animal shelter holding an adoption event outside a pet store. Curiosity drew her in. There, she locked eyes with a frail, golden retriever mix named Max. His once lustrous coat was patchy, his ribs visible through his thin frame, and his eyes seemed to hold the weight of 1,000 stories. The shelter volunteer explained that Max had been rescued just 2 weeks earlier. He had been found tied to a tree in the middle of a deserted hiking trail. Malnourished and injured, he'd survived alone for weeks before a kind hiker discovered him and called for help. Lily was hesitant. Max seemed broken, and she doubted her ability to care for such a traumatized dog. But as she crouched down to his level, Max tentatively stepped forward, placing his head on her knee as if to say, "I need you." That was it. She signed the adoption papers that day. Bringing Max home was anything but easy. He was skittish, cowering at sudden movements or loud noises. He refused to eat properly, and every night, he paced the house as if searching for something or someone he'd lost. One evening, as Lily sat on the couch grading papers, Max began to whimper in his sleep. His paws twitched as though he was running, and soft, mournful yelps escaped his throat. Lily's heart ached as she gently placed a hand on his side, murmuring softly until he calmed down. She wondered what he had endured to leave such deep scars. Determined to help Max heal, Lily reached out to a local animal behaviorist. Max doesn't just need food and shelter, the behaviorist told her. He needs to rebuild trust. It's going to take time and patience. You have to show him that he's safe now. So, Lily made it her mission. She established a routine, feeding Max at the same times every day and taking him on short, quiet walks around the neighborhood. She'd sit with him on the floor, reading aloud from her students' favorite books, letting him hear the warmth in her voice. Slowly, Max began to relax. Weeks turned into months, and little by little, Max started to change. One morning, Lily woke to find him lying at the foot of her bed, his head resting on his paws. It was the first time he had willingly sought her out for comfort. One day, during their usual walk, Max stopped to sniff a neighbor's flowers. It seemed like a small thing, but to Lily, it was a sign he was beginning to feel safe enough to explore the world again. The real breakthrough came one chilly February evening. Lily had taken Max to the park, as she did most afternoons. Snow covered the ground, and children were building snowmen nearby. Max was off-leash in a fenced area, timidly exploring, when a little girl's laughter pierced the air. Max froze. Lily's heart sank, expecting him to bolt in fear. But instead, Max turned toward the sound and wagged his tail, his first real wag since coming home. He trotted over to the girl, who was tossing a snowball to her golden Labrador. The two dogs sniffed each other cautiously before Max did something extraordinary. He barked, a playful, joyous sound Lily hadn't heard before. Months later, on a warm spring evening, Max proved just how special he was. Lily had taken him on a hike through a nearby trail, a place she had avoided, given Max's history. As they reached a clearing, Max suddenly froze, ears perked. Before Lily could react, he bolted off the path. "Max, wait," she called, running after him. She found him barking furiously near a steep ravine. To her shock, there was a man at the bottom, motionless. Lily quickly called 911, and emergency responders arrived within minutes. The man, a hiker, had fallen hours earlier and broken his leg, unable to call for help. The paramedics told Lily that without Max's keen senses and quick action, the man might not have survived the cold night. Max became a local hero, featured in the town's newspaper as the rescue dog who saved a life. But for Lily, the real story was how Max had saved her. In caring for him, she found purpose and healing she didn't know she needed. 2 years later, Lily and Max still visit the shelter where they first met, volunteering to help other dogs find their second chances. Max has become a symbol of resilience and the power of love, proving that even the most broken souls can heal with a little kindness. "Max, wait," she called, running after him. She found him barking furiously near a steep ravine. To her shock, there was a man at the bottom, motionless. Lily quickly called 911, and emergency responders arrived within minutes. The man, a hiker, had fallen hours earlier and broken his leg, unable to call for help. The paramedics told Lily that without Max's keen senses and quick action, the man might not have survived the cold night. Max became a local hero, featured in the town's newspaper as the rescue dog who saved a life. But for Lily, the real story was how Max had saved her. In caring for him, she found purpose and healing she didn't know she needed. 2 years later, Lily and Max still visit the shelter where they first met, volunteering to help other dogs find their second chances. Max has become a symbol of resilience and the power of love, proving that even the most broken souls can heal with a little kindness.